Hello guys, welcome to this video. And in this video I'm just going to be showing you guys shortly how I do a top-down analysis using TradingView, and you're going to be applying this to your trading. Okay, so the first thing I do is I go to TradingView. Now since most of you paid to learn the US30, I'm going to be focusing more on the US30 pair. Now I have this setup right here. Now you can see all these zones. Right, now I call these zones, but I'm going to show you how exactly I plot them. This is the weekly time frame. Okay, so I'm just going to switch to a different US30 pair, so I'll be able to show you guys exactly how I do it. So here I have a US30 pair. Okay, the same thing with that, but I did my analysis on that like few months back, so I really don't want to touch that. So the first thing I do is I go on the monthly. Now I do a top-down analysis every time I want to trade any pair. Now from the monthly time frame, I get an idea of what the market is actually doing. Okay, all right. It's taking a little bit of time. Okay, so you could see this. This is the monthly. I really don't. I only use this for analysis. I don't use them to trade. Okay, so we could see generally this is a buy market. We could see that the US30 has been a buy right from the year 2009. Okay, so now to get my zone, I don't take my zones on the monthly. I just check the monthly to get a preview of what the market is actually saying. So I know the market is a buy, and this whole sell here was just correction. Okay, so I know generally my market is still a buy. Now I go to the weekly, right? So now on my weekly chart, I zoom out as far as possible, and then I use this, which is the red angle. Okay, and I get my zones using this. Now how I get my zones is I get the support line, resistance, right? My support and resistance line. The only difference is I don't use a single line. I use a zone. So I have this way. Now all I need to do with this is to clone it and look for the next support or resistance. You could see right here. Looks like a very good spot. Now I could just zoom in to make this more easier. Okay. So I think I have another level. I could do this here, and I can move up here. We can see this is another very good support line, and right here we have one more here. Okay, and I think this looks like a good spot also, right? So I think I have this right here, and I think these are the major support and resistance zones I have, right? So the next thing I do is go on the daily, or on the one I want to look for minor support, minor resistance. Okay, now on this time frame, this is what I have. So I could just pick another rectangle and I could say, okay, I have some minor zones here. You see this zone was respected here and got here, broke, and respected it again. So I will just fix one more here. Right now, this is a minor zone because I'm taking it on the daily. Now what I want to do is to just change the color so I know what are my majors and my minors. So I have this. I could clone this also, and I can move this here. Now you can see there's another zone right here. Now looking at this, you can see there's a very good zone here, minor zone. Okay, so this is what I have. Now if I go on my usual US30 analysis, that is how I got all this spot I have here. Right, So all I have to do is get back on my chart and see what I'm looking at. So this is the one how I have all my spot and zones drawn. So I had all this set up, I think, right from April, and I think I had this here. Now I'll be sending you guys a short video on Fibonacci, and that should help. And if you know how to use Fibonacci, all you have to do is take your Fibonacci retracement tool, and I think use I use this. Take your Fibonacci, and you can see it was right on retracement zone. So this gave me an idea of where price is heading to. And you can see this acted as a support line. So I have a lot of analysis down here. Okay, so I'm gonna send you guys a screenshot of this so you could just follow exactly what I did here. You could just look at the zones and just copy. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this out. Most of these analyses have already played out, so the only ones left is right here. So you can see this acts as a resistance, right? As a support, sorry. That's support. So once price got here, it went down to this level, went back up a little, and when it broke, got almost to this level. Okay, so but at the end of the day, we are expecting the US30 to get to this point. So we're expecting a break to this level. You can see it almost got to that level and then went back down, but generally US30 will still be a buy. Now to confirm this, all I have to do is go on to check my cut report. Okay, so I could just type in cut report. Okay, and check on, now all I have to do is check for US30. Since I'm doing my analysis on US30, now I do this every weekend. Now I go and I check for USDT, you could see for stock indices and all. So this is the Dow Jones, and I could see right here. Now I know there's a lot of information here, but the information I'm majorly following will be this, the non-commercial. Now the non-commercial are actually the hedge funds guys. So these are the people I want to be following. So I can see from the report on 15th of September, we had 19,869 long, and we had 35,751 short. So generally, I'm just going with these guys, and I'm going with the short. If the longs were higher, I'll be going with the longs. Okay, so this is just what I look for when I come here. I'm just looking for this. Okay, now for the commercial, what I'm looking for is a vice versa. Whenever the commercials are long, I go short, and whenever they're short, I go long. Okay, so that's just the information you need from this. Okay, so that's just the information I needed. Okay, so coming back here, and since today was Monday, the next thing I do is check my IG market sentiment. Now this is just tell me what traders are doing. Now I do this for all pairs, any pair I'm trading. This is exactly what I do. Now since we're doing a top-down analysis on the US30, I want to go down to see what exactly traders are doing on the US30. Okay, so seeing this here, I could see the Wall Street. We have bearish. We have 54% long and 46% short. Now this tells me to go short. Now I have a second confirmation. This is my first confirmation here, and that was my second confirmation, right? So anytime I come to this pair for Monday, right? The only thing I'll be looking for is sell, just sells. So if this plays out, the market might have a pullback to this level, and once it breaks this level, I expect it to get to this level right here. Okay, so there might be pullbacks, but generally I'll just be waiting for sell formations and patterns, so I could use our US30 strategy on the 1 minute or 5 minute. Okay, so I could just add in my high and zoom out and look for setup. So you could see there was a setup here using the US30 strategy. Okay, if you still have issues using the US30 strategy, do inbox me. So you can see on the 5 minute there was a setup here, broke this level. Now I do this mainly on MT4 because it's easier, but I'm just showing you guys here. So you can see I had a trade this morning at this point, and I think I closed down here. Now, if you take the expansion of this, you'll be able to see exactly where your take profit is, and not just your expansion, but you could see your level of support and resistance. So this is just how I trade, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop it, and I'll do my best to explain further.